Public comments. Individuals will be allowed up to 3 minutes. It is the council's policy to refer matters raised in this forum to staff for investigation and or action where appropriate. Brown Act prohibits the council from discussing or acting upon any matter not agendized pursuant to state law. And we will be, under presentation for outgoing council member, we will open it to the public, as well as at the conclusion of all the swearing-ins, we'll open it up as well. So if it's other than items that are not on the agenda, so if it has to do with the acknowledgement of Councilmember Davis, or if it has to do with the swearing in of members, we'll hold that until the end of that. City Clerk.
Okay, the first speaker is Jay Davis. Just one moment. I'm trying to unmute, just one moment. It is not allowing me to unmute the speaker. So for now, I will, I don't know what's going on there. We'll move them over and we'll bring in the next speaker.
I don't think you need to, he won't be speaking, so it's good. Okay. We just handed something.
I wondered, but I didn't know for sure.
Yeah, so let me, I'm sorry about that. I will go ahead and turn my background off. I think maybe you can see it better, but I wanted to just say thank you, everybody, for what is just arrived. And so you can, it's sort of beautiful arrangement, and so that is absolutely beautiful. So thank you so much, and something in a box. So.
Jim, Mr. Davis, because he's bigger than me, is a little off cue, off script, but that's okay.
Oh. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, we will bring
let's move on. But thank you, Mr. Davis, for your help. Next speaker, please.
Next speaker is Paul Wapensky. Mr. Wapensky, I'm bringing you in. Hi, can you hear us?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Yes. Whenever you're ready.
Thank you. On the public comments that are written, that are on the website by Barbara, and I hope I pronounced her last name correct, Laraya, I totally agree with her. If you read that, there's a lot of red ink in the budget, and I won't go over all of it, but I will say this: that city services needs to get a serious quick fix, or we should sell it. I mean, it's just bleeding. It's like $14 million in the hole. I mean, there's people up there making a lot of money in salaries, and they need to fix this thing because it's a drag on our budget. And I just think we need to do something about it pretty quick, or we're going to be in real trouble. Thank you.
Thank you. Your next speaker, please.
Okay, the next speaker is Tim O'Brien. Tim, I'm trying to bring you in the room. Just 1 second. Not one. Hi, Tim. Are you able to hear us?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes. Whenever you're ready.
Awesome. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Just a concern with there's a lot of residents that are concerned with how the city is taking care of cleaning up the city. There's certain areas, especially 380, the underpass there, that's been cleaned up before by Mayor Medina, and Councilmember Salazar did a great job. Just like to see it a little more cleaner there. There's nobody living there either. So it just, if we can get Caltrans and the city to collaborate on cleaning that area up, that'd be great. And maybe recommend to Caltrans to fence it in like they've done on their other properties, on the other underpasses, to keep it clean and for, so it doesn't become a dump site. It'll be great. We're a special city, and we really love our city. We want to be clean as possible, and not to encourage people to dump stuff, and especially on Huntington. You know, I've talked about it many times about Huntington, from Sylvan to San Felipe. We got to get something up there. I mean, we got street cleaning, that's great, but that's not doing it all. That's not correcting the problem, the main problem. If we can get some signs to discourage dumping there as well, that'd probably help out a little bit. Maybe put a fine up there just to discourage people from dumping, like $1,000 if you're caught dumping. You know, that might help deter people from dumping. And there's people that live right across the street from this area, and if I lived there, I could not tolerate this at all. I mean, I drive by it many times, walk by it. It's really discouraging. So if we can, if it's not all of our property, I know it's Caltran, Caltrain, BART, it's all of us in this together. So if we can all collaborate and do our due diligence to keep it clean, really, all the residents would really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your comments. Next, please.
Next is Jeffrey Tong. Just one moment, Jeffrey, while I bring you over. Okay, I'm trying to get Jeffrey unmuted. Just one moment. Hi, Jeffrey, can you hear us?
I can.
Okay, whenever you're ready.
Mr. Mayor and City Council, considering the City Council has already committed to adopting district elections by November 2022, I'm requesting that you put on the first City Council agenda of 2021 a resolution to adopt the city charter. A city charter will greatly expand San Bruno's options, which are currently limited by the state's general law. Once a city council decides to adopt a city charter, the city council must immediately form a charter commission and an environmental sustainability commission. This charter commission should conduct extensive public outreach and render its findings in time to hold a special election by November 2021. The city charter should be adopted before district election deadline. If you wait until January 2022, you won't have any options. So even before the city charter is complete, an environmental sustainability commission must be formed to draft a climate action plan. A climate action plan should become a fundamental basis of San Bruno's general plan, and it should include habitat restoration and car-free transit ways. So as climate change is already here, the climate action plan is long overdue, and you need a climate action plan yesterday. So, but today is better than tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you for your comments. Next, please.
Next, we have Raul Gomez. Hi, Raul, whenever you're ready.
Great, thank you. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Great, thanks. Hello, good evening, Honorable Mayor Rico Medina and members of the council. My name is Raul Gomez. I'm a lifetime San Bruno resident. I think I know most of you guys. And today, I really want to...
Oh, one moment here. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. Sounds like he got cut off. Just one moment. Mr. Gomez, are you able to unmute yourself? Hi, there you are again.
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, yes, there you are. Sorry about that. We don't know what happened.
How much did you get? Should I start from go?
No, we heard you saying hello to the council.
All right, cool. All right, so my name's Raul Gomez, as you all know. But I'd like to just bring to your attention our short-term rental policies here in San Bruno, more specifically Airbnbs, and what our current stance is. I did a little Google search, and what I was able to find was a letter written by our city attorney, Mark Zaffarino, in the sense that it outlined a few things, and it was actually adopted in the 80s, so it was pretty dated. So I'm hoping that we have a more current policy or some kind of ordinance really governing what STRs really are, or Airbnbs are doing in San Bruno, and really how we're managing them. The letter I was able to find from the 80s outlined that hotels are not permitted in residential zoning districts, and that boarding houses are permitted in residential districts with the conditional use permit. And a city council may consider a number of objectives when deciding whether and how to regulate these STRs or Airbnbs. And so the letter actually called for a direction regarding whether the city should prohibit or regulate these Airbnbers. And so I'm just wanting to bring this out in that, like I said, the letter was dated, back in the 80s. That was a while ago, and just wondering if we do have an update. This is a new era, this is a new time, and this is an issue for me for the following reasons. Anyone with an internet access can apply to really be an Airbnb house and have people come and occupy your house. I can actually say I live on Poplar Avenue, and we do actually have an Airbnb here on our block, and it is a nuisance. I really don't appreciate having people putting cigarette butts out on my front driveway as they're waiting for their Uber ride, or doing various things in the middle of the night. It's just it's not comfortable for me or my family, and I just hope that the city is considering, again, what the policies are in San Bruno to support the STRs or Airbnbers within San Bruno. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Gomez. Next speaker, please.
I believe that is it. I see no other hands raised.
Okay, thank you everyone for your comments.